fall around the corner. Football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU. It's Zach Wilson.
And what was really attractive about Zach Wilson coming out of college, coming out of BYU, his ability to create and make plays when many people thought they didn't exist. But what's been even better is watch him improve in the pocket, able to hit the back foot, make the right read, and the right throws.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Now a former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw there taken in by Smith. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Mancovers are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him.
And a loose football. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
11 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now Wilson. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 4 yards out. And the Jaguars are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. He brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get...
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Jaguars are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. There's Wilson to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Devontae Smith, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are off to a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
14-0 the score. This is the end. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Colvin, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Colvin. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
From the gun on 3rd down. Poole. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Now this throw caught left side. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A huge play there for Houston. 41 yards.
That might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down the 10-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to play for, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff up the middle. Colvin. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Colvin. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Burgess. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Now it's Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Burgess. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 71 yards. And the Jags are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And it's now 21-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Poole. That pass caught. It's Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw. Poole. This is caught. And the Texans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. They'll run on 1st down. Colvin, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Poole. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And the Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it makes the score 21-10. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Texans scoop it. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
On first down, Colvin. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 of the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
They're on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly learn with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Colvin. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 122 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. So, my goodness, I would have thought this personal not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
It's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? They didn't cut the tape over their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle around. defense.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Up the middle they go. Colvin, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Texans! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans use the short field to get in for 6. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
Yeah, my bad.
This taken in at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. This offense returning out there, and really you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays. Make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. From the 36, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
This looks such a small lead. You think they take better care of the football with his last drive. Now for the second straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
They'll run on first down. Colvin, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 149 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Off play action. Poole. Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 25 yards that time.
And remember, this drive started off with the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
On first down, Colvin. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over about 50 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Colvin, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Would have put him in the lead, but heard that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on third and goal. Off the play fake. Poole. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. David Ojabo running in to take him down. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And with it, they have taken the lead. Well, a pretty important sequence here, CD. They were trailing in the second half. The interception gives them the opportunity, and the field goal gives them the lead.
And what a clutch play. You love to see guys come through like that. Now it's their game to lose. Time to get back out there and come through with another big stop.
Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now it's Wilson. Quick slant here to Smith. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. First down, here's Mitchell. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Cox. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he loses the football a second time. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
A lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad they look to as drive stoppers. Guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is...
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Houston. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Flushed it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And credit that sack to D'Angelo Malone.
They've got like over 30 yards of touch so far, but the second moves him backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. Touchdown! Devontae Smith. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And it's a pretty good return here, so get this up to the 29. And now out comes Houston. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. Saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a threat. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the shotgun, Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Texans are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. On the move past the 40. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 46 yards on the play. And they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Poole firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he lifted in, the defender was right on him.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
I used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. And we got in these situations, and they were carrying us home. I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge third down conversion. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10.
The design that we're seeing right there, this is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The Drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Colvin. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage against traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, Colvin. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 166 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson, he finds his man, complete. It's Burgess. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to take over their own 30-yard line. And we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally. And that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Colvin, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Throwing on 1st down. Poole. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that's caught by Williams. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Back to throw. Pull. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on fourth down because you can try the long field goal. You could go for it. Or you can punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
On fourth down, pull. He's got this complete to Williams. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Colvin. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Colvin. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it's good. And on opening weekend, a field goal to win it as time expires. And the Texans are going to win the football game. Now, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win. So for Houston, they begin the new